Okay, Capricorns, I'm here to do a second reading for you guys. I just did one and it was very specific, very clear. That one should be posted if you're seeing this one. It's definitely 100% dealing with pregnancy, and I feel also dealing with like a third party situation. It was extremely specific, and I feel like it's really only going to be for a small group of people. So I wanted to do a second reading for you guys just because I find it hard to believe that there's going to be tons of Capricorns that resonate with that first video, the first reading, but I could be wrong. But just in case, I want to do this other reading for you guys. So I'm not going to do a ton of introductions. I just want to say what I've said, basically, so you know why there are two readings for you guys this month. I'm going to go ahead and switch you over to the spread camera just so you can see. I'm going to use the same cards. I'm going to just start with the actual cards themselves. I'm going to give them a couple of shuffles and a cut or two just to clear some of that energy. I did take a break after the last reading. It was very intense. Whoever that other reading resonates with, you guys go and show them some love on that reading because they're very scared. Their energy's still around me, but let's see what comes out for the rest of you guys though. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. General love reading, September 1st through the 15th, 2019. Give me insight for Capricorn. Very drawn to that card. Just peeking out. There's some more. Let's see what we get here. I'm going to go through one more time. Any additional cards? Insight. Whoa. You know what? I'm going to take them. We might just get all the cards for the entire reading right here. All right, let's take a moment just to see what we have going on here, Cappies. Well, lots of information here. Okay. Well, let's just start. I'm going to assume that we have put these cards in the order that we need to deal with them. So Capricorn, you have the Chariot card coming out here. And I feel like this really is showing action being taken. And a lot of that action feels that it's centered around you really being self-disciplined, having lots of control over yourself, making a conscious effort to demonstrate a lot of willpower. It's interesting that it comes out next to this Nine of Coins. This represents really becoming aware of and valuing your own self-worth, realizing that perhaps you've over-invested in a situation. In love readings, I tend to not read the pentacles very heavily towards, profession or career or job. So I feel like it is around a situation in a relationship where you have just become aware that you were investing far more than you were getting back, and starting to focus in on your own self-worth. And a lot of what I'm feeling in terms of the self-control and self-discipline is around you pulling your energy back away from this particular relationship. You do have this Two of Swords coming out. It is upright. This is a difficult decision that you are currently in the process of pondering. You're weighing your options around this. You feel very stuck in terms of trying to make a decision around this, however. But you have the Three of Wands coming out next to this. I feel very much so that you are making progress in terms of this. What needed to happen first for you was being able to pull your energy back and get control of your own emotions, get control of your own thoughts, really start to dive into paying attention to what's important to you and what matters. This energy of reconnecting honestly to your own self-worth and what matters to you. But you're getting there, you're making progress, and you're starting to feel less stuck in this decision making. This Four of Coins, this one though, I do want to say this does feel very much like it's just about you making deliberate decisions to start to save money and get control. I'm feeling it tied to this Chariot again. It's about getting control over your own financial situation, being able to feel that you can provide your own security, that you can take care of yourself, that you can provide your own way. I think that's part of what this difficult decision is about. It's about you not really knowing whether you can stand on your own outside of this. But I feel that you're actually, you're working on it. For sure, you're working on it. You have the Five of Cups coming out. It's upright. I've talked about this really. There is a bit of regret. There is a bit of disappointment that whatever the situation is, whatever this relationship, this connection was, didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. You have the Ten of Cups coming out reversed here. This represents just a relationship that was definitely struggling, a relationship that did not align. There were lots of miscommunication, lots of situations in which I feel very much that this person was someone who would pull away. They would pull away and then come right back in. They would pull away and then come back in. And they came back in. When they would come back in, they came back in with this Knight of Cups energy. They were very charming, very romantic, but they were in and out. So it would be this and then this. This and then this. This was the experience. And that's what's leading to this Two of Swords. It's interesting, these cards, you're torn because of this. This experience of the relationship, this experience of the person. Okay? That's what's causing that confusion within you. You're not quite sure. It's like you don't want to go back because of this, but you don't want to walk away because of your experience of them. Justice card did come out. It came out upright. And what I feel here is that, actually, you know what? I want to do some clarifying on this. I'm going to move those cards off to the side. I want to keep these cards here with this Justice card. I feel like this is where most of your energy is sort of like showing up here. I'm going to go to the Oracle deck. I just want to see if we can get some oracles around this Two of Swords or the Justice card, or whatever wants to come out around this situation Capricorns find themselves in, of being unable to make a decision, unsure of which path they should take. This Justice card just feels like there is a lot of truth I'm going to say that is going to be revealed. I don't necessarily think that it has been yet, because the Two of Swords, honestly, energetically, is overwhelming the Justice card. So I feel like the Justice card, wow, okay. The Sept card says, I choose love no matter what. I think that card came out in the other Capricorn reading. My vibes speak louder than my words. I have another one that's flipped over here. Interesting. Okay, I'll get to that one. I'm going to go through, just finish this up, see if anything else wants to come out here. Okay. So again, I choose love no matter what. My vibes speak louder than my words. But this one that literally just fell right here. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I will say I got this Oracle deck recently. That's the first time I've ever seen that card. These two cards feel very connected to each other. The truth that I said I felt would be coming out. Anything that's been going on, Capricorn, you know, in terms of separation from someone, I feel that is, there's going to be truth that's spoken about that. There will be truth that comes forward to you that will help you ultimately make this decision. And I feel like that truth is actually going to make you decide to choose love in the situation. I don't normally go that heavy with conviction around these types of readings, because I don't know, that's just more my style as a reader. But this is coming through pretty strongly, that whoever it is that you currently are separated from, whatever this pain and fear that's happening, this Ten of Cups, you're going to get information, truth from that person about why things happened the way they did, why they did things they did, why they made specific decisions the way that they did. And you're going to realize that they were coming from a place of really, it was a call for help, even though it wasn't a healthy call and it wasn't a situation in which they really expressed themselves. They are going to come forward. This Justice card is representing them coming forward and speaking a lot of truth, being very honest. And ultimately, no matter what the past might have been, no matter what the past situation was, you're going to choose love. You're going to choose to investigate this person again. I'm feeling drawn to see if we can just get a couple of more oracle cards to come out, and then we'll probably going to go back to the deck just to see if I can get any additional information. Anything else for Capricorn regarding this particular spread? September 1st through the 15th, 2019. Okay. So here we go. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Lots of messaging coming out about love being the solution, love being the answer to stopping the fear, of fixing the pain, of making this Ten of Cups not be reversed. The truth, this Justice card, is what I want to investigate a little bit more, but then I think this reading is pretty much done. I think that this is information that should be coming within that first part of September. But I want to see if I can get just a little bit more information around the Justice card. Clarify the Justice card for Capricorn, September 1st through the 15th, 2019. Clarify the Justice card. I feel like that we just need to go with this one card. Lots of pressure on this. Let's see what it is. You have the Three of Cups coming out reversed. Okay. This is, I can't stop there. Okay, so it looks like some of the truth coming out here will be around truth of a third party. There was a third party involved here. I don't feel like that situation has worked out for this person. I don't. Let's clarify this Three of Cups reversed. I know I said I was going to stop, but I think I would get so much hate in the comments if I stopped there. So clarify this Three of Cups reversed for Capricorn, September 1st through the 15th, 2019. We have the Seven of Wands coming out. This card of competition. I think it's just clarifying there was someone else. If you had suspicions about that, it's just clarifying there was competition. Clarify the Three of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords coming out reversed. I feel like that is just, again, it's speaking to you. You had fears about this. You had worry and concern that there was another person involved in this. What is the justice around this third party, this other side relationship? What is the truth that Capricorn will be told or find out? Three of Coins coming out reversed. Being alone. And the Hermit. Okay, Capricorn. Here's what I'm actually getting from this now that we've pulled some additional cards. The truth that comes out is that there was a third person involved here, and there was competition. Your fears, the worries and concerns that you had will be proven to be valid. You will make a choice, Capricorn, to go into hermit mode and to be alone, to work on yourself, to be with yourself. I feel that this love is twofold. I think that you will realize that this person, a lot of what they did, a lot of what they've said, a lot of the choices that they've made, the decisions that they've made, you will realize that it comes from a place of deep hurt that they have, that these were calls for help. But you'll also decide, you know what? I can love you. I can realize that you have these problems. I can realize that you have done these things because you're a hurt person and you're making decisions, you're self-sabotaging, but I'm going to choose to love myself. I'm going to choose to focus on me. I'm going to choose to do what I think I need to do because my vibes speak louder than my words. And I need to focus on my energy. That's where you're going to end up here. When this truth comes out, when everything is revealed to you, you're going to realize that the only way that you can move past this, the only way that you can even, I do feel for some of you, you do want to consider being able to forgive this person and potentially take them back. But even for that group of you, you realize that the only way it's possible to do that is to just pull away, focus on yourself, get yourself back in balance, focus on your healing, go into hermit mode, be alone, process the truth of the situation as it's come out, and just let that be where you're focusing right now. That took a turn there at the end, so I'm glad that I did push to clarify a little bit more, because this feels very good, Capricorn. I'm not saying that you're slamming the door shut on this person. I'm not saying that there's no hope here. What I am saying is I can't actually investigate that right now, because what needs to happen first is you doing a lot of this self-love, you finding a place of being able to get to love about this situation and getting yourself to the point of realizing, you know what, I can probably forgive and maybe not forget, but I can probably forgive you, but I can't help you do your work. I can't be the person that answers your calls for help. You have to help yourself. And I have to do that for me too. And if both of these two people do that, if both of these two people are willing to do that work, they're willing to actually dive in and do the healing and go through that process, then there is potential for this relationship. I wouldn't say that this relationship is something that's lost. It doesn't feel like a lost cause, but there is a lot that's happened. There's a lot that needs to be brought to the surface. There's a lot that needs to be discussed. There's a lot that would need to be unpacked and forgiven. And before you can even get to that point, both of these people are going to have to really do a lot of introspection, really focus in on themselves, really look at what role they played in the situation, the choices that they made, things that they overlooked, decisions that they regret. I feel there is a lot of regret around very specific decisions that were made. And that goes back to this Two of Swords. Like, I was drawn to this again, this Two of Swords. Light's probably going to be too bright to focus on it. But part of what's happening with that Two of Swords is I feel like it's there are decisions that were made. There were really difficult decisions that were made, but they were made in a very haphazard, impulsive way. And in looking back on it, both people, Capricorn and the other person involved, are looking back on those decisions and just thinking, if I had just spent a bit more time before I made that choice, if I hadn't been as rash, if I hadn't been as impulsive, would things have been different? Would this have played out differently? But the fact of the matter is that doesn't matter at this point. You can't go back and change it. You can only look forward. And the path forward is really through turning inward and looking at what you need to do to heal yourself, to become a bit stronger, to make sure that you don't make those same mistakes. You don't act as impulsively. You don't react as quickly, that you really do work in those situations where you feel like you have a difficult decision to make. You're working to try to make those decisions from a place of really having evaluated them and thought them through before you just rush headlong into it. So Capricorns, I feel like this was a much better general reading. Please let me know if this resonated with you. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm sending you lots of love. I will be back on the 15th with another reading for you guys to wrap up the month of September. I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I appreciate it. Please give the video a thumbs up if it resonated with you. I'll see you guys back in a couple of weeks. You got this. I really do feel like there's lots of energy supporting you being able to process through this and get to a place where it feels a lot better than it probably does right now. So, Cappies, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.